What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy, Sergeant Sosua, coming straight out the beautiful Dominican Republic. And today we're going to do our second episode of Veterans Living Abroad, Living Without Borders. I got a very special guest, my boy Rico. You've seen him on all of our social media. He did the intro for for a couple of my videos. He spoke at our first veterans event. Excuse me. Spoke at the first veterans event. He's an artist. He's living out here in Coastal Bar, living his best life. He's doing training. He's a really good dude. We're just gonna get a little bit of his experiences living in the Dominican Republic, somebody else's point of view other than mine, and we're gonna get right into it, man. I'm gonna get my boy in here
Yo,
with him.
what's going on?
What's up
What's
with him,
happening,
man?
man? What's happening?
Hey, man,
Hey,
where you at,
I just
bro? Where you at right now?
right now I'm posted up out here on the strip, man. I'm watching the cars go by. It's a lot of beautiful women that's running through, working out right here on the beach. I'm just enjoying the views while I'm waiting on my food. Shouts out to Wings and Waffles. They got, they gonna hold me down every cheat day. Past three cheat days, they've been on top of it for me. So shout out to them. I'm gonna do my thing while we here. You hear me?
You in Puerto Plata right now?
Water platter, the one and only.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, man. Look,
it's lovely out here.
yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate you doing this, man. We're trying to get a people different point of views on living abroad, veterans living abroad. So I man, and getting your point of view on your experience living in the Dominican Republic. I think that's important for
For
people to see.
sure.
So we're gonna get right into it, man. One of my
For
first
sure, baby.
questions is what brought you here, bro? Like what made you make the decision to come to the Dominican Republic and relocate your life?
Well, first off, man, I like to say, man, appreciate the invite to the platform. I love what you're
Oh,
doing. I love what John is doing, and y'all don't never forget about me, man. Y'all always, y'all keep me in the back of y'all mind. Like, let's reach out to Rico and see if he down with whatever we got going on. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to show up for y'all, man. I salute everything y'all doing.
all love, bro. It's
But
all love.
oh man, that's what it is. But Dominican Republic, where can I start, man? Let's take it back. Let's rewind the clock a little bit to back to when I left active duty and I was overseas contractor as a civilian in Iraq.
Okay.
So when you over there, you got to do a lot of tax stuff. So they won't be taxing the hell out of you for living in America for more than 30 days. So me and a lot of the people I was around, we was looking at different places where we can go on vacation and duck off, where we can stretch the dollars that we was making, have a good time, and get back to work, and still take advantage of our tax break that we was getting overseas. So Dominican Republic is one of those places for me. I shot out here back in 2009 for the first time, and I've been coming back. It hasn't been more than a year or two ever since. I fell in love with the island. The island fell in love with me too. It's a good vibe, and um, here recently in my career, I'm to the point where I can do more traveling and still do what I need to do. And I wanted to, take a break from the matrix. So Dominican Republic was raising his hand like, "Hey, pick me. I'm perfect." So I'm here, and I'm just living out my dream right now. It's imperative.
That's what's up, man. So um kind of give people your experience renting out here, renting your own, moving to a new spot. So kind of give them how that process went for you to find your place, uh, kind of talk people through that whole experience.
Oh man, it's pretty seamless. It's a lot of little bitty pieces to it here and there, but uh, let me get a little sip of this.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it on lime water.
yeah.
Well, yeah. But written out here, man, is crazy. Let's take it back. I always like to rewind the clock and get like a good little thing. Like, so back in the states, I was paying 1,200 a month for a two-bedroom, one bath, on a military base, a naval base out in St. Mary's, Georgia.
Okay.
It wasn't anything elaborate. It was perfect for me. So out here, I kind of wanted the same thing. You know, I'm a single guy. I don't got any kids, but I still like to have my space. When I have company, I like to entertain. You know, large groups, and then when it's just my space, I like to have my office separate. I might want a gym in my space, and now here currently a studio since I'm doing more recording and creativity. So that's what I was looking for when I came when I got out here and was pricing things. And you know, I ran up on something real reasonable: 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 400 a month. You can't beat
Wait,
it. You feel what I'm
wait,
saying,
hold on, hold on. You can't just run past $400 a month, bro. You can't
bro?
say that to the people
Bro,
again.
2 bedrooms, 1 bath, brand new construction. I'm gonna
Brand
be the
new.
first mug to part. The first mug to part in the kitchen, like that. Dead serious, dude. Like, and 400 a month. You feel me?
400.
Uh, of course, utilities is separate, but you know everything is pretty reasonable out here.
Right.
Utilities is separate. I got to supply the place with you know my own furniture, and furniture is reasonable out here too. I got a
There.
lovely assistant. She's been helping me with everything I need from cutting my electricity on to you know shopping for furniture, sending me pictures of stuff that I need, and just giving me options like, hey, do you like this? Okay, you like that? Boom, should scoop it, put it in an apartment. So that's another thing I wanted to add to that too. Finding assistance out here or finding somebody to help you with your life is very reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I got ADHD real bad. When I'm locked in on something, I'm focused. But unfortunately, other things that I'm not focused on and get neglected. So I can sit down with my assistant once a week. We just go over the different things that I need focus and attention on, and then she's like a hound dog, pit bull. She
Right.
locks in on it and she knocks it out for me. So
Now,
that's another thing that brought me out here too.
now your assistant is Dominican, right?
Actually, she's Asian, but she speaks Spanish, Creole, English. I
Look
think
at
she
that.
speaks like 2 other languages.
Three, four
Incredibly
languages.
brilliant.
Wow, that's
Right.
amazing, man. God bless that woman. She working, man. She
Amen.
working. Now
Amen.
tell
And
people
if
how
you out here and you need an assistant, I'll let me. I'll link you up.
hey, you done plug me with chefs and assistants
Yeah,
and anything else
yeah,
I can
yeah.
bring, man. So you the plug out here, bro.
Let's do it,
You
baby.
definitely the plug.
Let's do it.
Now, now your spot, I haven't physically been to your spot in Coast, Coastal Bar, but I know close to it. Tell the people how close you are to the ocean.
Like I literally walk out my front door. I look down at the beautiful swimming pool, and then as soon as I look up, ocean view. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I gotta look over the golf course and over the palm trees, and over
Yeah.
the
Oh,
beautiful birds and amazing stuff that's around me. But the ocean is right there saying hello to me every morning. So,
man,
yeah,
that's amazing. That's amazing. And I always ask vets this: your environment dictates a lot of how your physical is, your spiritual is, how you deal with people. And I always give credit to this country for bringing me closer to God because it brought me closer to nature. When you come here, you're
yeah,
humble people, and you see how happy you are with what you actually have. It will humble you, right? There's no place in the
yeah.
hood worse than a ghetto out here or a barrio out here. No place in the United States I've seen a place worse than that. So I know you're a spirit. Kind of just talk to me about how that's brought you closer to your spirituality. Living here in public.
Well, my whole thing this year, that's an amazing question, and I'm glad you asked. But my whole thing this year has been God more of you, less of me. And you hit the nail on the head when you see these people out here. They do so much with so little. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And they so
right,
happy with the little bit that they do have.
right,
And to me, that ain't nothing but God. You know what I'm
right,
saying? God showing me out here that look, all you really need is this view out here. All you really need is somebody to run up one of these palm trees and bring you down a couple of coconuts for a couple of
right,
dollars. You eat that.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see the chickens running around like big live chickens. Wow, free. You, I was walking home. I was walking home from the clinic back in September, October time frame last year. I found a mango this big. The mango
Wow.
was like this big for free. It was just on the ground. I
Mhm.
picked it up. I said, I'm gonna take it home. I skipped home. I ain't gonna tell you what I look like, but I skipped home with this mango,
We
sliced
talk
it
about
open, and but that's God. God is showing you the abundance out here, and that's where you get away from the scarcity mindset. Like I come from corporate back in America. I come from when I go to work, they got CNN playing on this TV, Fox
right.
News playing on that TV. Yeah, you can set it right there. Thank you so much. That means a
Boy,
lot.
what
Yes,
that is?
indeed. Boy, hold on. Let me show you something. Some of
Hey man,
that Rasta pasta. You feel
stop well,
me?
waffles. If you come to a, make sure you stop at both. You got a restaurant here. You got a restaurant in Puerto Plata. That brother has amazing juice. Shout out to them. Wings and waffles, man. That's brother.
So when I'm finished with y'all, I'm gonna dig into that. But
Go
yeah,
get
this
to work.
place
Go get
definitely
to work.
brought me.
I ain't oh.
I'm gonna go trabajo, but this place definitely it has enhanced my spiritual journey, my relationship with God, and this is a God fearing island. These people put God first. You see it everywhere.
Yeah,
It's real popular for them to put their name and then of Jesus, or their name and of God, like it'd be Rico de Jesus or Rico de Dios. You know, they put God first. They got a big mountain, the biggest mountain in Puerto Plata. They got a large statue of Jesus, and it glows at night. It don't matter where you at in Puerto Plata, you can look up to the sky. You see Jesus right there looking down on the city, man, and you can't help but to feel some type of way when you in this place. You know what I mean? It gives you everything that that you give. It's reciprocated out here. You feel me?
and man, I think I posted today on social media. It's the only country I know of on the planet that has the Bible on their flag, right in
Yes,
the middle of it. You
yes,
know, so their spiritual connection, their family connection, is real, and that's what they live by. They're always family,
yes.
always. You know, see a lot of Dominican or Haitians partying with a bunch of friends. They with their family consistently.
They work with
You know,
fans.
and I think that's
Yes.
amazing. That's what we've lost in the United States, lost culture, and especially the Black community. I think we lost
Woo.
that when it comes to being around your family. But that's a whole nother segment. We're gonna do a whole live on that one, brother. I promise
We
you.
gotta touch on that, but that's big. We
Yeah,
gotta
it is
touch
big.
on that
That is big. Um,
for sure.
the other thing I wanted to ask you is what's your daily routine? A lot of people ask me that because a lot of veterans, we're not working, we're retired, we have 100%, whatever rating you have, and people say, "Man, I'd love to go there," and they come here on vacation, and then they get here and try to live like they on vacation. And I know me and you talk about this, John also. John talks about this a lot. Have a routine when you're living here, and kind of tell the people like from the time you get up to the time you lay down, what what usually is your routine?
Man, that's an excellent question, man. Right, you have to have a routine. You have to have something that's locked in solid, or you'll be tossed to and fro either way because this is a beautiful place, but there are a lot of opportunities to allow distraction
Exactly.
to be the main thing, and you don't want to do that. So
Yeah.
for me, I brought a lot of my. I'm one of those veterans that really took the military discipline to heart, and I brought that with me into my civilian life. So I cultivated a nice routine in the state. I already had a nice routine. I already had a nice, which the way that I wanted to go. So I brought my stateside routine here, which is first thing in the morning, as soon as my feet touch the floor, do some kind of activity, some kind of movement, whether it's gym, whether it's running, if it ain't nothing but a long walk. I get my
Right.
physical activity in first thing in the morning, early as possible.
Yeah.
So here, get up about 5 or 6, knock my gym routine out, and then I come back. And then I do what I call me work. That's an hour of um, either I'm pouring into my creativity, I may be reading something, I may be writing something, I may be listening to someone who is a master at what they do, and they're showing me how to do it, so that I can get a little piece of their world and put it into my world. But I do about 45 minutes to an hour of that, and then
Okay.
I go into I own my own IT company. So I go straight into whatever emails that I have with that. If I have to put a little groundwork in, do a little bit of coding. If it's late enough, I'll do a phone call. I'll do whatever it is I have to do. So 30 to 45 minutes of just concentrated work for my business, addressing, handling my business. And then I
Right.
go into I've been blessed with the opportunity out here. So I pour my efforts into the opportunity out here. My IT efforts, I like to serve the people that serve us. So I've been blessed with an opportunity to do that. I make sure that all my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted on that forefront. And then I take that hat off and then I go into healing mode. I go into veteran mode. So I may be doing some chiropractic. I may be talking to a psychiatrist. I may
And let
be studying up.
stop quick right there. Just
Mhm.
because I want to understand when you're talking about going into self care, right?
Right.
And a lot big question is the healthcare here. I
Mhm.
just stop there so you can talk about how close you stay to the healthcare clinic, and then walk
Yeah.
into what they provide for you. Because I know you spend a lot of time there. You're working with that clinic. It's
Yeah.
amazing out there in Coastal
Yeah.
Bar. So I wanted you to kind of walk into the clinic, what they provide, how easy it is to get enrolled, like your experience with the veteran clinic out here that you attend.
Oh yeah, I'm locked in. That's for sure. I spend a better a, a better half, maybe like 90% of my weekday is spent at the clinic, either to the capacity of providing my services or taking advantage of the services that are provided. And I
Right,
do that intentionally because for me, that's a big part of my healing journey. I've already talked to God about it. I put both hands up. I want to heal my back completely. I want to heal my PTSD completely. I want to get rid of my anxiety forever. So I'm in a place right now that's going to help me meet those goals. Now, as far as with these clinics, I started out in Punta Cana. I started out way on the other side of the island, getting treatment done and getting services done. That was my introduction to the clinic. I didn't even
okay,
know these things were out here. Um, they took me in. And the intake process is pretty much the same for all of the clinics across the island, and like as far as the basics. But let's be honest, some people are going to be better at what they do than others. I
that's
happen
just
to live. You know what I'm saying? That's just
yeah,
the way the cookie crumbles.
yeah,
Some people are
yeah,
gonna, the cream is gonna rise to the top.
right,
So I stay very close to, and I work with the very best clinic on this island, in my opinion. And I've been to several of them all around the island, and that's
okay.
USADR veterans. And so shout out to them
Shout out.
and the staff there for their amazing work and their dedication to veterans. And also, what I'm seeing here recently, their way to adapt to the changes that are coming down from the regime change over in America. Like everybody's
Right,
feeling it all around the world, all of the change and
right,
all that. So we're no different here at USADR Veterans. The changes have come down, and it's been very unfortunate for some, but for the veterans, we have felt very little of the impact.
right.
The
And I'll
impact, like,
about the clinics. This is the best healthcare when it came to the VA I've ever received in my life in this country, right? As a whole, in the country. Um, the clinics do an amazing job of catering to your ailments or your disabilities and making a
yeah,
program to actually get you better without medicating you. Me, you when you gave an amazing speech, right? One of our most popular videos at our veterans event, and one of your lines was, I kept taking the pills and taking the pills and taking the pills, and we got the boy jump in there and say, "Woo!" You know what I'm saying? And the effect that had on me and everybody else, because that's all we talked about. And one thing I will give all the clinics on the island credit for is they do horse therapy, yoga. They take you to the beach. They're feeding you. They're taking you to events. The veterans event we had with USDR was the most amazing events I've ever been to as a veteran in my life. So everything
Life
you are
changing.
saying is true. We get treated as I said this before. We get treated here like we defended the Dominican Republic while we served. You see what I'm talking?
You
You
right.
know what I'm
You
saying?
right. I
So
feel like I fought for the island, man.
right, you
I feel
right.
like I fought for the island, man.
Exactly.
For
And that's
real.
how the whole time treats
Yeah.
us as veterans. As we, and I'm not saying in America, they don't love us, they don't respect us. I'm not saying that. What we are saying is when it comes to the Veterans Administration and medical treatment for veterans, we get treated here better than we ever did in the States. And I will stand on my 10. John says the same thing all the time. I have not met a veteran out here that didn't say the exact same thing. Go ahead.
It's no comparison. Now I'm just agreeing with you.
Right.
It's no comparison. It's
There's
no
no comparison.
comparison. And you
So,
and here go the thing. Here go the thing. This is the thing right here. And I don't know why. I'm on this podcast. I don't know why the person who's ever listening intently. Somebody out there that looks just like us, listening to this right now. They probably don't believe what we talking about, but this might be the piece. What I'm about to say right now. Listen very closely. The treatment and the care that you get here is intense enough to actually bring healing into your life. It's not spaced out. It's not 1 month down, 2 month down, 3 month down. You get in there. Somebody sit on the phone with you once a year and hey, how's the treatment been?
right,
How you all right? No, 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 no. I have 4 or 5 doctors all by WhatsApp that I can text throughout the day, 2 or 3 chiropractors, 2 or 3 sites. And it's like, I'm going to say it again. The treatment here is intense enough for you to actually achieve full healing. And I was on
right.
the phone with my mama last week. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off of we can go into the next question or whatever. But I was on the phone with my mama last week, right? And she said something that was really important. We may need to touch on this, but she was like, ain't you afraid you gonna get so well they're gonna take your compensation away? I said, check this out, Mom. And that could be true. That could happen. I said, check this out, Mom. If they could bring me back to to who I was mentally before I went to war. If I could have my back, if I could have my feet back and my
Man,
knees back, I will personally run this fucking check up to them. I don't want it. I
at
want my
home.
health.
Right.
I would rather take my health over anything you can give me monthly because if I'm back to a 100% capacity, it's limitless to what I can run the bag up to. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's
Yeah.
limitless. So
Right.
please let me heal to the fullest. You can have it. Because I'm gonna take
Right.
off as soon as I have it. So that's
Man.
what it is. And shout
Hey,
to everybody who went to war and is completely healed and they don't have problems and they don't got back problems and they can sleep through the night and they don't got PTSD. Shout to y'all, man. Shout to because I'm trying to get like y'all. I'm trying to be right where y'all at.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I have yet to meet a veteran that's been to that hell we call war and ever recover from that. That is an experience as a young woman you will hold on for the rest of your life. You see Vietnam vets will literally see a picture of battle buddies they lost and they just break down and start crying and just they start having so I don't know if that's something you can ever heal from, but I will always give these clinics here on this island credit for doing everything they possibly can to get you to that point. That's what I will always. I don't care how much money the people talk about they making in the cutbacks. I will always give them credit for taking the time and the effort to help us heal from what we've been through, we've been to war or not. So
Right.
always gonna shout
Right.
them out, man. That's always a blessing out here. That's what keeps me here a lot of
Definitely.
times. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
So, yeah, man. So if you had to give three things that you just three top things you love about living in the Dominican Republic as a veteran, what would you say to the people would be your top three things?
Number one would be the vibration, man. The vibration. I'm big on vibrations, man. I feel like I say I come from corporate IT in America, working for the military. So, like you said, when you walk in the office, you got Fox News on one TV, you got CNN News on another TV. You got everybody always running around. That's all they talking about. That
One love.
vibration is stuck on things that I don't care about at
Hey,
all. I'm just here to do my job, and I'm going home. That's it. I don't care.
right,
I don't really care how you feel about it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But out here, the vibration is way higher. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because of the weather. I don't know if it's because of the things we were talking about because it's such like a Bible kind of island, and it's not like the Bible Belt from down south. It's not that
Now,
constricted feeling.
yeah,
No, it's not
yeah,
that. It's not that.
no,
It's more of a connection to God feeling, like it's a godly island. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
And so vibration number one. Number two, the food. Food. You are what you eat. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
I got
yes,
out here within 3 to 5 months of being out here, my skin clearing up, my just how I feel, just feeling lighter. Um, the stuff is more natural. The juices are natural. Like I said, I
right,
walked home. I found the mango. One thing I found out about America, they don't have male and female trees. It's just only male trees. That's why you walk down the street and you don't see no damn coconuts walking down. That's why you walk down the street and you don't see they got it all allocated to farms, so can't nobody profit off of it. Out here,
okay,
it ain't nothing for you to be deep in the woods on a excursion and find a whole grove of oranges, mangoes, whatever. You can just stop with your
right.
tour guide, get a handful of berries and this, that, whatever. It's nothing.
Nothing's
Like that's
organic
what it is.
here. Everything's organic here.
Everything is
Everything's
pure,
organic.
organic.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
number three, and all of these could be number one. But number
right.
three, kind of touch base back what we were talking about just a little earlier in the podcast about relationships and community. But the community is so strong out here. You know what I'm saying? I did not realize until I moved out here, talking with my psychiatrist and talking with the people that are here to help me. And I don't care about these moments of vulnerability that I expose with the world because I want people to come in here. But I was lonely, brother. Being here cured my loneliness. Being here and being a part of the sense of community. And it wasn't that I didn't like people. I just didn't like the people I had to be around to go get the money that I needed to survive,
Right.
to feed my life, to fuel my life. I'm going into the office every day with months that I don't even identify with. But
Exactly.
out here, it ain't nobody in my life. It ain't nobody in my face. It ain't nobody in my face that I don't want. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that means something. So high vibration, the food, and the sense of community here is enough to move here forever. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what it is for me. I'm in
Man,
paradise and I'm up, baby.
I had a homeboy call me I haven't seen since my first deployment in 2004. So what is that? 21 years. I've physically seen this, and he seen one of my videos, and he called me today, and he said, "Bruh, you look just like you did when we were 24 years old, about to go to Iraq. Other than cornrows and the little touch of gray." He said, "When I
Yeah,
see,"
yeah, yeah.
he said, "when I seen your video, I said I have to call this man and see what he's doing, see where he's at." And I've said before, I lost almost 25 pounds, about 20 pounds in about 6, just living out here,
It's
eating the
trash.
food,
Yeah, the
being
trash
outside.
going away.
Right. It just fell off. Like I didn't me, I'm not a big gym guy. I'm not gonna go in there and live
Right.
off living. And I think the stress and the mental health part of being here, that's what contributes. I used to have bad acid reflux. I have not had a case of acid reflux outside the Republic. I was lactose intolerant in I can drink they leche all day with my cereal, my coffee, have no issues out here. So,
Mm.
so you're 100% when it comes to that, man. When it comes to how it transforms you, as I say, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's what I give this country credit for. I will always give this country credit for when it comes to how it's affected my life. And you spoke on it too, how it affected your life. So, man, big up to the country.
We blessed.
Brother, I appreciate you coming on. Check him out on John's Veteran Affirmations. Rico has some affirmations, man. If it don't touch your soul, you don't have one. We collabed on one. I think it's amazing. I mean, we set that studio on fire that day. Just speaking of our experience, man. So please check
So
him
much
out.
fun.
Also, Rico, shout out your channel, man. Shout out stuff you doing, man. Let the people know where you at and where they can find you, brother.
Go on YouTube, and thanks for the salute too, man. But go on YouTube and just type in Sylvester H.U.R.T. That's my government name, and that's also my artist name. And what I speak is real. It's my life. So that's Sylvester, last name H.U.R.T. And H.U.R.T. stands for helping us rise together. So everything I do, speaking life. Everything I do, motivation. Everything I do, it's gonna bring you closer to God. Something along that level. Because we rising together, baby. And
Yeah, man.
I'm putting it in the air. Be looking for a project mid this year. You know what I'm saying? Before the end of the summer, I'm putting something out. I got to give something to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that as we speak. So go ahead and find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Lock in with me and pray for me, man, because I'm a struggling veteran too. So through my
Yeah,
struggles, I'm gonna push this product out because we need this, man. Salute.
need this. Hey, man, again, I appreciate your time. If you see Dell up there, Wings and Waffles, tell the brother salute to him. I appreciate what you're doing,
Yeah.
man. We're going to catch I'm shooting out there to come see y'all this week. I got some people.
Corrupt, man. Corrupt.
Yeah, man, we're going to come out there, man. We're gonna do what we do. Sit his back.
Oh no, I'm finna jump on it right now. I appreciate it. We just talk
I,
about lovely people, man. You proved the point just now, man. Appreciate it.
I,
And
I
ain't worry
appreciate
about my food over here. I'm gonna get to it.
it. Enjoy your food, man, and we're going to link up this week, man.
Uh huh. All right, brother. Be easy.
All right.
Later.
Thank Hey, so that's my boy Rico H.U.R.T. Check him out again on John's Veteran Affirmations. I'm telling y'all, he killed it. You listen to the morning. If you're a vet, even if you're not a vet, it's going to motivate you. He's working on music. He's working on intros. He's an amazing artist. And that's just another example of how veterans can move abroad and you can live a better life. You don't have to be caught in that matrix. There are people in other countries. Unfortunately, I don't even like saying this, but there are people in other countries that treat us better than we get treated in our own country. And that's just a fact. And that's not everybody in our country. I love America. It blessed me. It blessed my children. It enabled me to have generational wealth for my family. But that doesn't mean it's perfect. And that doesn't mean that we all get treated the same. And I will tell you that living abroad, living in the Dominican Republic, being around the people, the good weather, the amazing food, it has changed my life and it will change yours. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to John the writer. Shout out to the clinics on the island that's taking care of vets. Shout out to our Vietnam vets. Thank y'all for watching. And hopefully I'll see y'all soon. Thank you. This is Sosua out.